thank you for joining me. Today we are going to summarize Daniel chapter 2. I learn better when I see visuals. So today I will be using some visuals to summarize chapter 2 of Daniel that we have already read and reviewed. Today I will be using a chart, which is called the Folding Prophetic Chart, illustrating the prophecies of Daniel and Revelation. It has been designed and arranged by William Ward Simpson from Battle Creek, Michigan. So remember, we read in chapter 2 of Daniel that King Nebuchadnezzar had a dream. And in his dream, he saw an image, a big statue. And the statue was made up of different metals. The head of the statue was gold. The breast and the arms were silver. The thighs were of bronze. The legs were of iron. And the feet were iron mixed with clay. And Daniel told the king what it actually meant. Daniel told the king that the statue was a representation of human history, starting with the head, which was Babylon, going all the way to the feet, where the king saw in his dream a stone coming from heaven, hitting the statue on the feet and destroying the statue completely. So let's see. The statue that Nebuchadnezzar saw, the head was of gold. And Daniel told Nebuchadnezzar that God told Nebuchadnezzar that the head of the statue represented Babylon. And we also learned when we read Daniel 2, the kingdom of Babylon was going to come to an end and another kingdom was going to follow. And the second kingdom was represented by silver, the breast and the arms, which represent the second kingdom. We haven't really read what the second kingdom was, but here in the chart, they already are telling us. So it says Media and Persia, represented by the two arms. And then Daniel told Nebuchadnezzar that a third kingdom was going to come. And the third kingdom was Greece, the kingdom of bronze. The third kingdom was going to be followed by a fourth kingdom made of iron. And the legs of the statue were made of iron. So here is the statue. This is a representation of the statue of the dream of King Nebuchadnezzar. The legs were of iron, but the feet was a mixture of iron with clay. And here at the feet is when King Nebuchadnezzar saw a stone coming from heaven, hitting the statue on the feet, and the whole statue was destroyed. Meaning that all the governments made by men will one day come to an end. And the only one that's going to put an end to all of human governance and governments is God himself. So when Jesus comes again, all the history of human governments will be destroyed. And a kingdom from heaven, a divine kingdom, was going to be established, a kingdom of peace, a kingdom of righteousness, a kingdom of happiness, which has never been seen before. Throughout history, what we see the most is one kingdom warring against the other in order to gain power, in order to dominate people. Only the kingdom of God that's going to come during the feet will establish a kingdom of peace, love, and happiness. And Daniel said, "Thou, O king, art the head of gold, Babylon. After thee shall rise another kingdom inferior to you, and another third kingdom of brass, which shall bear rule over all the earth." Remember that these kingdoms are world powers that dominate the world. And the fourth kingdom shall be strong as iron. The kingdom shall be divided right here at the feet, iron and clay. And we learn by reading Daniel 2 that iron and clay never mix. So it has a bit of strength from the iron, but is weak as clay. And Daniel chapter 2 finishes by saying, in the days of these kings, right here, shall the God of heaven set up a kingdom that will last forever and ever and ever. I hope this illustration helped you to understand Daniel chapter 2. And I hope to see you next time as we will read chapter 3 of Daniel and see what we learn and the mysteries that it has to teach us about the future. Thank you, and I'll see you next time.